Hi everyone, it's Katherin again, the CEO of CastingDirect.com and everyone's favorite New York City Casting Director. So today we're going to be talking about how to get into New York Fashion Week as a fashion designer. So it is really, really important for fashion designers to get to New York Fashion Week. Just one main reason is because New York Fashion Week is like one of the biggest, areas of Fashion Week shows. There's also Paris and Milan. But people actually from all over fly to the United States just to be a part of New York Fashion Week because of the size and how much coverage you can receive from being a part of New York Fashion Week. So I'm going to give you some quick steps. If you don't have time to watch this video, I will have a blog post up so you can definitely take a quick read and check that out. So basically, the first step is putting together a small collection of 12 to 15 pieces, something like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be that big, but most production companies, when they work with you, they prefer to have designers who have at least 12 pieces that have never been showcased before. This helps a production company help promote your new collection and your new items that have never been seen. It also gives a big buzz. If you have never showcased in New York Fashion Week before, they can also put that in as your big promotion and your showcasing. Make sure that the garments are, 100% done by your company. If you do, outsource, as long as your label makers or seamstresses that are working for you just have original products. Production companies kind of don't like working with people that have seen fashion this before. Like if it's a copy from like last season of another high-end designer, they kind of don't want to work with you. All right. So step 2 is actually finding a production company that will work with you to help you put together this amazing fashion show. Some production companies provide almost everything that you need when you're doing a fashion show. So it's really important to make sure that you check for a good one or one that fits in your price range. So yes, that does mean you are going to be shelling out some dough to put your to showcase your production in Fashion Week. Prices for production companies can range anywhere from $1,000 to about $100,000. So yes, it can get a little pricey, but you are paying for the promotion and the production that you need, and that also works for you. So it's really important to make sure that you communicate that with the production companies about what your budget is, or what kind of designer you are. That's another thing that you have to really have a communication and open communication about, is what kind of designer you are. For example, if you are a plus size designer, it is important to mention that ahead of time, because you don't want to get to the day of Fashion Week and you design for size 22, but you have a bunch of size 4s in front of you. You don't want that happening. So it's very important to have open communication with whatever production company you work with. Trust me, I believe that it's a little easier to go with a production company because they basically get most of the hard work out of the way for you, like promotion, gift bags, model castings, getting the set together, lighting, all the craziness that you don't really want to deal with. They do it for you, and that's basically what you're paying for. You're paying for, an easier way to put together your fashion show. By all means, if you do want to have your own fashion show, you can do it. All you have to do is make sure that you get everything done. You can get your name registered on the shows by a small fee, and you just would have to contact New York Fashion Week, the shows, just to get your name on the list. But you can definitely do it that way and not have to go through a production company. just my suggestion is definitely go through a production company. It makes life so much easier. All right, next is be careful for scammers. There are scammer production companies who claim that they're going to provide certain things for you. It's your job to make sure that you're not working with a company that is a scammer. I have a few people that I personally work with, and I don't work with others. I have mentioned them before. There's a few of them that I only work with, which is like Fashion 2.0, Fashion Gallery New York Fashion Week, Sizzle Fashion Week, Couture Fashion Week. I don't want to forget any names. There's actually like a handful that I do kind of work back and forth with. I'm dibbling and dabbling into Society Fashion Week. They're pretty big. They've been to Miami and I believe Texas, and they're getting bigger here in New York City. So I might do a little gander there. I have a friend who works for them, so I might be at their next show. I tried to be a part of their shows this season, but it was too crazy. I had too many shows in one day, and it wasn't working. It just wasn't. But definitely, I'm going to put in a shameless plug. Definitely send me an email. There are people already looking for designers for New York Fashion Week in February. Please don't wait till February to ask me, hey, Kat, do you know any shows that need an extra designer? That is not the time to ask me. The time to ask me is now. All right. Step 6 is figure out your traveling plans. Some production companies, well, most of them, do not provide your travel and your stay. There are some production companies that do provide your stay because they do their shows in like the ballrooms of hotels, and then they give you a package deal. So when you're paying for all of that stuff up front, like the brochures, the pamphlets, your promotion, all that mumbo jumbo, your room actually comes with that purchase. But a lot of the shows do not do that. So please keep in mind, pay for your flight, pay for your hotel, and make sure that everything is set and you have it organized. Make sure that you double check and make sure that everything is safe. Don't try to budget during that time. Usually these times in New York, during New York Fashion Week, the hotels do get a little more pricier, but you do want to be on the safe side. Pick a good hotel. Don't stay at a hostel. I don't recommend that. Basically, there's tons more other steps I'm probably forgetting about. To be honest, I can't even remember everything that's going to be done. But, I know a lot of the designers work very, very hard to showcase their stuff. They're in their own cities, and they just want to make the time to make sure that they can get put out in the best way. And I think one of the best ways to promote yourself is to definitely showcase during New York Fashion Week. So I want to thank all you beautiful people for listening and watching. If you're interested in giving me ideas on other ways to to be in Fashion Week, or if I forgot something, just make sure you place it in the comment down below. This beautiful bracelet was by Morphe Jewelry. I'm gonna put her email on the screen or in the comments down below, so you definitely check that out. But I will see you beautiful people soon. Thank you again. All right, see you soon. Bye.